Good morning, everyone. Ty Diaz broadcasting live from the Park Hyatt Beaver Creek 8100, the brand newly renovated deck outside. I'm sure you're starting to notice where you live, but even around here, shorter days, the rain's coming through, brilliant, brilliant colors. Today is the last day of summer. By 7 o'clock this evening, the first day of fall. To find out more details about this and what to do this fall, stay close to us because Vail Valley Live starts right now.
It's summer
in the mountains.
It's summer in the mountains.
It's summer in the mountains. And we're out here
Living it.
living it.
Living it.
Lots to do.
lots to see.
Every morning.
Every morning.
Every morning.
At 7:30. 7:30.
It's Vail Valley Live.
It's Vail Valley Live.
Watch us now.
Watch us now.
Watch us now.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Vail Valley Live. I'm Trisha Swenson, standing by in our studios here at Grand Hyatt Vail in Westvale, and we just saw Ty Diaz up at that gorgeous park right there at Beaver Creek, so we're excited to have him there to give us a little tour of what's going on, and we're starting to see a hint of that color starting to pop with the aspens turning to gold up on the hillsides, and like Ty mentioned, first official day of fall. The autumnal equinox will start tonight at 7:03 p.m. our time, Mountain Daylight Time, and different times throughout the different time zones throughout the world. But this is where we're going to see the first day of fall officially happen. And we had some fall like weather in the last 24 hours, a little bit of rain falling as well. Let's show you what's going to go on with our weather today. We're going to see a lot of that rain continuing throughout the morning and then start to clear up by later on. We could see a high close to 60 up valley, a little bit warmer down valley, and it'll probably dry out quicker and see a little bit more sunshine down valley as well. Overnight low tonight, dropping down to 37 degrees with a real feel of 33. That is right around the freezing mark there. So if you've got some flowers out, maybe bring them in. If they're in flower pots, bring them into the garage, or maybe put some towels over them to try to keep them from getting frost damage. And then tomorrow, as we go into the weekend, we're going to have beautiful sunny skies and nice mild temperatures in the 60s up valley, down valley a bit warmer, and really not a chance of rain till possibly Monday afternoon. So a good looking forecast for the weekend for all the fun things that are going on. So what are you doing this weekend, or are you curious what's going on this weekend? That's what we're going to help you with today. We're going to let you know how to plan for your day. We'll have Ty once again live from Beaver Creek, and then also we've had such awesome bounties coming in, all the harvest vegetables with all the farmers market, but we've got Knapp Farm that's growing things up there, just up in Lake Creek Valley. So I'll let you know more about this great place. And then hiking with all the five senses, a great trail for kids, and then a little bit of Blue Moose Pizza. Weather headlines, a lot more. So stick with us. We'll be with you for about the next hour. You can always chat with us on YouTube or Facebook. Like us on our Vail Valley Live Facebook page, and you can always search for us at YouTube, Vail Valley Live, and get our channel and keep up to date with what's going on, especially throughout this off season. We'll be with you live this week all the way through next Sunday. And then we take a break just like the chairlifts do. We have Beaver Creek open this weekend, and then Vail will close their lifts after next weekend, October 2nd. The last farmers market is going on next week as well. So just want to kind of give you an idea of what we're doing. And then we'll take a little break until the mountain opens, Vail Mountain opens on November 11th. Beaver Creek will be opening up in November as well, but a little bit later. They open up the day before Thanksgiving. So that's a little bit of housekeeping information for you about what's going on. But let's check in with Ty Diaz, see what it feels like. I told him, I said, it might be raining, it might be sunny, like who knows? But hey, it looks like you don't have any rain this morning, Ty.
You know, Trisha Swenson, you're absolutely right. I am here in Beaver Creek. I've been caught in the rain many times out here doing this show with you over the years since like 2008, 2009. And it's exciting when it comes down in those buckets. You kind of brave it. You know, you could run for shelter if you care to do so. But we've also seen people still going for their runs no matter what the weather brings. Cold temperatures, snowy temperatures, raining temperatures, mud. People still get after it even on their bikes. But what we're seeing right now, and as we're letting everyone know and just catching up to it, I'm hearing it when I talk about this socially, that it's the end of summer. Boo! Last day of summer. Boo! Are your friends saying the same thing too?
Yes.
We know the same people. And so what we're getting into now is, like you're saying, the yellow, the different colors on the trees, the leaves, the aspens here, not just here, but around the state as our seasons are changing today, officially rolling over from summer to fall. It's learning a little bit more about what the season changed right now. Why do leaves change colors? Chlorophyll, correct?
Yes.
And they say that all the colors that we see in the leaves when they change, the reds, the browns, the purples, the yellow, but we're so used to the green for a good portion of the summer. All those colors have been there the entire time. Yeah. But with the weather, the daytime's changing, the moisture coming through, that's when the sugars and everything and the energy from the sun becomes absorbed back into the tree. We lose our daylight hours for those trees to hold on to those leaves. They change color, they fall to the ground. But everything that the leaves and the trees have harnessed all through those sunnier, longer days gives those trees, these aspens, the strength to survive these brutal winters. And so beautiful for just to think about it and to learn about that.
Oh yeah, and you know what? And that's the thing is like all those colors are there. They're just kind of masked by the green with all the chlorophyll that gets going through there. And yeah, so and I'm not even gonna venture to guess why we're seeing the color happen a little bit later. I don't know. So I'm not gonna pretend I know. I know it has a lot to do with maybe the amount of moisture you might get. Is there any mold? There's different factors that go into when leaves will change color, but I think we can all agree it seems a little later this year. Usually by, the 23rd, we are seeing almost peak season, that 23rd, 24th, 25th. I think we'll see it more next week. And I'm seeing a lot more of the scrub on the hillsides, kind of those rusts, those oranges, with just the bushes changing more than I'm seeing the aspens at this point. And just behind you, we could see a hint of that color on the hillside, especially over more like Strawberry Park going out to Larkspur Bowl. But we're not quite there yet, Ty.
This is leaf peeping season. We tend to talk about this as we approach the month of September, usually second, third week of August. People are asking us, when does it happen? They want to see it again. Those that return every year for this, they have a plan. And moreover, that plan is to get into these trees, especially in Beaver Creek, while those yellows, those golden colors are still on the trees, getting those hikes in, hopefully catching that golden hour where the winds come through and they all just fall magically around you like you're in some kind of Disney movie, some fairy tale,
Yeah.
maybe Alice in Wonderland. I've experienced that once, and I've tried to calculate it before. And sometimes you can catch it when the chairlifts are still running in Beaver Creek, and sometimes you'll catch it after the chairlift season has closed.
Yeah.
And that's this weekend. The last day of riding the chairlifts in Beaver Creek is Sunday.
Yeah. Beaver Creek will close down. They'll have their lifts open Saturday and Sunday. And Ty, what's really neat is that if you can catch some of those hikes when some of those golden leaves have already fallen, it's almost like you have a yellow brick road that you're following because they tend to collect right on the trail. And I've done that before. I've taken pictures in the past, and that's really a cool phenomenon as well. You have those leaves kind of crunching beneath your feet. And then also, when we do get that breeze and those aspens kind of the quaking aspens, that's a
Oh, yeah, there you go.
beautiful sight as well. Just to see all those the way they kind of turn, almost like
I see
silver
you going to
dollars.
that magical place.
I
You've
am.
been there before.
I
We
am.
all can see it with the hand gestures, the jazz hands, and in your eyes just going back. But that opportunity is waiting here for someone to experience for the very first time one of the many magical things about being in Beaver Creek and in Vail Valley and on the mountain. And one of the fastest ways to get there is to get on this gondola ride before it closes for the weekend. So
Yeah.
now we're Saturday, Sunday for you to do so. But people still take after these trails on foot, on bike, nonetheless.
Yeah, you can definitely do the trails, pretty much until the snow flies. Once the trails get muddy, we don't want you on them. That's kind of a well-known fact for locals is muddy trails aren't the best to go on, and especially to bike on. It's just not very healthy for the trail. So just keep that in mind if we do get some more moisture coming in, and as we approach these cooler days, cooler nights. I wonder, Ty, I bet you there's snow maybe on the New Yorks. The New York Peak last night, or maybe the Gore Range this morning. I bet you there was some snow after the rain last night. The rain kept me up last night. I finally had to put earplugs in. So I was like, come
You
on.
know what? It's funny you would say that. I guess it was raining out because I did wake up at about 1:30. I didn't understand why. And I went to the living room, into the freezer, scooped out some big bowls of chocolate ice cream. I was flipping through YouTube and the news, and I was watching The List, and I was watching Entertainment Tonight or whatever was on until my ice cream bowl was finished and went back to bed. So yeah, the rain.
Yeah.
But I tell you, if you live in the Leadville area, you're seeing that all the time up there because you're at above 10,000 feet. But when
Yes.
we're in and about town, we're probably just concerned with what's happening right outside of our bedroom windows to keep us, that's keeping us awake or waking us up. But to spy that view, you have to look up and look around.
Yep. And you know what? And we're going to have plenty of ways to do that this weekend. Ty, we have a lot of hikes for causes, walks for causes. We'll let you know about. We also have a John Denver tribute singer who has traveled to the Vail Valley in honor. Wow, it's been 25 years since John Denver passed away in 1997. So Rick Schuler from Texas is going to be performing this week. So we have that to tell you about. A lot of things to tell you about. So keep it here for your last day of summer, first day of fall, happening today on the autumnal equinox. We'll be right back.
Your most important shot is the one you're about to hit. The Pro V1 and Pro V1X always bring your best.
Hi, everybody. I'm Chris Davenport, host of the award-winning TV show Dispatches, only on Outside TV. We have a brand new season where we take you climbing in the Himalaya, deep sea diving in South Korea, base jumping in Moab, Utah, and mountain biking all over the place. For more information on these stories and showtimes, go to OutsideTV.com. We'll see you out there.
At FootJoy, we have this theory. For something to be truly innovative, to be truly groundbreaking, it has to be unexpected. Full of raw potential, not marginally better than what already exists. It has to be so impressive that no one else can compete. Yeah, we like that theory. We use it to push ourselves, to push our game, so that you can keep pushing yours.
If Mark, Mr. Cartoon Machado, didn't have the fighting spirit to draw out his passion, he never would have turned chrome into a canvas. If he let a lack of tools stop him, he never would have started tattooing using a homemade machine. And if he listened to those who said you need an art degree, he never would have perfected the street look that made him a street legend. That's the fighting spirit. That's what makes a lion. Modelo, root for those with a fighting spirit.
We are back. Time now to take a look at headlines and what made news in the Vail Daily today for Thursday, September 22nd, the day of the autumnal equinox, as Ty and I were mentioning. But on the cover, the parcel of land that Vail Resorts wants to build employee housing as the colors begin to change Wednesday in East Vail, and that's been in the news quite a bit. The town actually just offered Vail Resorts $12 million for that East Vail parcel. You can learn more about that on page A3. Also in today's news, big budget for Bighorns. Vail Town Council green lights that offer. So you can read more once again on page E3 about this issue that's been going on and causing quite a controversy throughout the area. So check it out in today's paper. And then also in today's news, it will take all of us. Vail Resorts and the Big Four ski companies reaffirm their shared commitment to climate action. So representatives from the four largest ski companies in North America, including Vail Resorts, reaffirmed their commitment to working together to combat climate change Tuesday at the Climate Solutions Summit over in Breckenridge. More on this on page A2. And then as we take it out to the sports section, wow, look at Dobson. Dobson finishes fifth at Pike Peaks Ascent. 7-time champion and course record holder reflects on the season and goals for 2023. Learn more about Kim Dobson and the Queen of the Uphill, as she's affectionately known in the trail running circles, in today's paper on page A25. We've also got some prep sports going on. And speaking of sports in the outdoors, Ski and Snowboard Club's swap is set for the 7th through the 9th. This is always an exciting time because they're bringing in used gear. They've got new gear with the tags still on it. So if you need anything for the upcoming snowboarding season, this is a great place to get it at a discount. It benefits Ski and Snowboard Club Vail. There's student athletes who are maybe trying to make it to the Olympics, but you can check that out. It's on page 827 of today's Vail Daily. So there you have it. Just a short synopsis of what's in the paper today. You can grab your copy in newspaper dispensers from Eastville all the way down to Dotsero, or just go online. Online's going to have breaking news as well, and it'll give you the ability to sign up for newsletters. Maybe you want the sports newsletter. Maybe you want the entertainment newsletter. You can just get that and get it all right at your fingertips and read it online from wherever you are. So Vail Daily, bringing communities together. Up next, roads. What's going on with road construction and road conditions? Boy, when we do see the rains and the heavy rain that we had last night, you really have to slow it down. Hydroplaning is a true reality here. I'm actually more afraid of hydroplaning than I am of driving in the winter conditions, ice and snow. I don't mind that, but I do mind hydroplaning. So if we do get some rain before this system moves on out, slow it down, allow an extra couple of car lengths between you and the vehicle in front of you, giving a little space in case they hydroplane and spin out. It'll give you some reaction time. Construction-wise, we're going to see those construction projects continue on the approaches to Vail Pass, Eisenhower Tunnel, between Frisco and Silverthorne. I just did this drive last week. So a lot of lane closures and a lot of shoulder closures. And when they close those shoulders, wow, it feels really tight. So just slow it down, especially through those work zones. Fines are often doubled for speeding through those work zones. So just be aware and slow it down and keep those workers safe in those areas. Locally, just in town, we have a little bit of construction on the North Frontage Road near some of those construction projects. So we have some buildings going up, and with that, they are reducing things down to a lane or maybe closing a shoulder on the North Frontage Road. But it's kind of exciting to see those projects being built right before your very eyes here in Vail. But let's bring it out to Ty right now and see what he's finding. Ty, did you order something when you were at the Park Hyatt? Did you
I did. Oh,
Did
yeah.
you get it?
And you
What'd
know
you get?
exactly what I ordered too. It's on my list. I had to get it. I've been dreaming of this day, and paired with the views of these colors. Now that I've changed location, I'm seeing a lot of orange over by the Highlands and the tennis court on that face over there that begins that Village to Village trail, just a little north of Allie's cabin. You're probably wondering what I bought though over there at that restaurant. Let me share with you.
Yeah,
Give
what did
me a
you get?
second. It's what I got last time.
Oh,
And you're
the
like,
salmon
why
flatbread.
don't you order something different this time?
I told you to
Trisha,
order
like I
something
shared with you,
different.
yeah, why ruin a good thing? If you found your momentum, they sliced it up a little better for me this time.
Okay.
More manageable. And this flatbread is huge. It's got the
Wow.
salmon on there. It's got this
Oh, wow.
this
That looks good.
beautiful
And then is that cream
avocado
cheese?
paste and
So
spinach, cream
it,
cheese.
oh yeah, so it's kind of
There's
like
that
your
caramel.
bagels and lox without the bagel. Oh, that looks
It
good.
is. It is. It's a hit
Okay.
with me. This is one of my many. You know what I mean.
Yeah,
You know
yeah.
what's going on here.
I know. Thai and breakfast goes together
But it's
like
that over
horse and a
Beaver Creek.
carriage.
When we look at the end of the season, like the end of summer, it doesn't mean that things are over.
No.
Breakfast, you can still find it in Beaver Creek. You can still find coffee in Beaver Creek. You can still find shows in Beaver Creek. And what installment are we on right now with the Underground Sound? Because I think it said
Yes.
that there was a Thompson band that was playing, a family
Yeah.
band or something that was playing tonight.
The Tim O'Brien Band. Yep. So they're playing
Tim
tonight.
O'Brien band.
And yes, and you know what? Grammy award-winning artist, a lot of bluegrass kind of music, and multi-instrumentalist as well. So he'll be playing tonight with his band, and this is gonna be 7 p.m. Tickets start at just a single ticket starts at $38. So if you didn't get the pass, which they're probably still selling, but you'd have to do the math on whether the amount of concerts and drinks, because you would still get a drink at each show, which is a nice savings, if that's going to add up for you and which one is going to help you save the most money. But Judith Hill is coming up next. We have a few more of these. This will go through the 6th. So Judith Hill will be next Wednesday, September 28th. Then Sutso will be coming, another Grammy Award-winning singer-songwriter next week. And then, and then Sutso is going to be here from Southern California. They're an indie band. Looks like a lot of fun with these guys. Wear your hats. And then
Always been a
we'll round it
fan.
out. We'll round it up with Orchestra. I don't know how to say the second. It's Orchestra Acoacan. I'm not sure if I'm saying that
Yeah,
right.
so
I
Underground
gotta call
Sound,
Owen
well,
Hutchins.
Underground Sound's been around, since like 2011, 2012, an idea to connect our seasons coming out of summer, before winter, with concerts and shows, something for the locals, people that are here year round, and they're saying, well, we still want to get out and do things. Can you come up with a great idea for us? And it's paired with getting out to the restaurants too, little mix and match of small nosh before going to the show. And it's been 7 shows and 7 restaurants in 7 weeks. We're at 6
Yeah.
shows, 6 weeks, kind of a theme. We love when this happens. Bring it to us the talent and performances of names that aren't like the biggest names, out there yet, but sometimes artists to get to know at the same time, but a very intimate setting, all happening at the Villar in Beaver Creek.
Oh yeah, and you know what? It's so amazing how you can learn about different musicians and with Spotify and all these different ways for them to get their music out there. You never know who you're gonna find at the Villar. And then the Villar just recently released a lot of their winter lineup. So already we got the holiday shows. So Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, the musical, will be here December 19th and 20th.